When we meet someone for the first time, we quickly build our first impression of them. Face, movement, tone, voice, all our prejudices, of course, influencing our perception of a person and bringing us to decide if we like them or not, if we find them sympathetic, antipathic, unpleasant, or really agreeable. We can be open-minded and think that our first impression should not be trusted, but yet it will highly impact the quality of our relationships. Our opinion is rarely completely objective. Humans are impartial creatures, and our discernment is often polluted by envy, doubt, vanity, fear. If our first impression of someone is kinda negative, it will be a great effort for us to try and change it later. Which is why you have to do your best to try and appear as friendly as possible when you meet someone for the first time. And especially if that meeting is important for you, for your career or future relationship, for example. You don't want to stir up those old instincts and instead appear pleasant and peaceful. Hello guys, I'm Nabia, your confidence and relationship coach, and I'm happy to see you back there. Today, we are going to give you 2 quick tips that we hope will help you feel more confident when meeting new people. They can seem kind of obvious, and yet we often forget them. So today we'll do a quick reminder. These are also the basics in relationships, so if you don't master that, you might have some issues connecting with people. First, eye contact. It is a well-known expression. The eyes are mirror to the soul and also a mandatory tool in relationships. So you might as well learn to use those 2 bright things you got on your face. Using your eyes will first help you get valuable information about the people around you and how your person, your message, your behavior is perceived. But most of all, it's a tool you need to use to connect with people. Looking people in the eye is not that complicated, right? There are some ground rules though. Don't look at your feet when conversing with someone, as it will give a weak impression of yourself to the others. I know showing vulnerability is a good thing. However, before being vulnerable with people, you have to be in a relationship with them, or they will work on your vulnerability as if it was nothing. You have to bond with people if you want them to understand and support you when you need it. If you are giving a speech or on a date, maybe avoid looking too much at the exit or at the clock, as it is betraying your will to leave, run away, escape. Finally, if you have to look at people in the eye to show them that you are paying attention to them and that you really want to connect, don't look too deeply for too long. Make eye contact, but do not stare, or you will make people feel uncomfortable or scared. Once you feel comfortable with that, do not hesitate to use your eyes to punctuate your speech at the right moment. If you know how to... I don't know how to do it. I have never known how to do it, but if you know how to do it, I heard that sometimes it still works when done at the right moment and, if possible, discreetly. Also, if you are in a bar and see someone that you might like, do not do, but still making a quick eye contact to them to attract their attention always works. In a speech now, if you are presenting, toasting, giving a speech, but do not know where to look at the audience as a group. Please, not only at one person, like you, sir. Project your gaze and your voice. If you ever tried acting, actors are always required to try and reach the last person at the back of the room. So all the audience will feel included. Then bring back your gaze to the first, second, and third row to not make them jealous, forgetting about them. If it helps, imagine a skyline towards the audience and try to scan the crowd. You can also imagine a W-shaped line and follow it with your eyes to be sure not to miss anybody. Lots of rules. Avoid looking up, as you will feel a bit lost at some point. But also, please, again, do not stare at your feet, as it is a universal sign of lack of confidence. If you speak with your notes, take advantages of the silences to have a quick look, and everything will be fine. Second tip, smile. Smile is your second secret, not so secret weapon. Some people know how to have a natural smile who comes up straight away, and for some others there's a bit of work, and I know what I'm talking about because my mom still keeps... I'm not talking about the smile you make for pictures where you more or less stretch your lips until they crack and it hurts, but the smile that shines through your eyes. Eyes and smile, they always go together. Do a little exercise and take a picture of smiley people. Now with your hand, cover the bottom part of their faces, and you will see that eyes and mouth don't actually agree. Those smiles often seem faked. And this is the same actually for when we are over smiley. You know, when we show all our teeth, front, side, back. Actually, showing too much your teeth can unconsciously be seen as a threat. So if people don't smile back when you smile at them, maybe you're showing a bit too much those vampire's teeth. And coupled with a nice pair of intensely staring eyes, the world will soon see you as a crazy person. I just also hope you are not one of these people who, cannot help themselves smiling when they feel uncomfortable. Tough luck on that. When others around them are angry or sad and the only response they can have is just smiling and laughing sometimes. A smile is a visible sign of humanity, as you are giving a part of yourself to people, sometimes even before you even had a conversation together. Also, we often underestimate it, but do you remember that time when a stranger in the street smiled at you? Like an innocent smile, not a stalker smile. They didn't have any reason to smile at you, and yet, wasn't it one of the best feelings ever? Sometimes just a little smile can brighten all your day. A smile is not a mimic. It must be sincere and illuminate your face. And even if your smile is not returned to you, do not close yourself. Let your nature guide you and try to wear it as often as you can. Even if it's just to say a cordial hello or good evening. Finally, if not for others, do it for yourself, as smiling, even actually forcing a smile, activates your body and the little hormones inside of it. It makes your body believe that you are happy. You are happy. You are. Do that often, and even if it will seem a bit fake at the beginning, in the end, it will keep the depression away, and you will have learned a great habit. That's all for today. Again, these tips might seem obvious for some people, and yet, can't you think of a colleague, a friend, or a family member around you that if they smiled more, or even just looked at you in the eyes when you are talking to them, instead of looking at their phone, their TV, or even at their book, showing the lack of interest they have for you or the lack of joy you are bringing them, you would feel better, right? So now focus on your own behavior, because we all often make these kinds of mistakes. We are going to give you other confidence tips soon. In the meantime, if you already like those two first ones, feel free to say it in the comment section below. If you want more, if you have some suggestions, if you have some questions, same. If you want to book a coaching session, you will find all the information you need somewhere in the description below. And in the meantime, don't forget to focus, breathe, rise. Have a good one. See ya.